very strong smell of cigarette smoke hit me, and it was out of nowhere.
I need a confirmation outside of the powder magazine that no one's smoking a cigarette.
Nobody is in the area of the powder keg. Does Heather smell it as well?
Yes, I do.
Here's what you need to do. You need to find the source.
We're pretty much standing in it right now.
All right. Hey, what's going on?
Hey. Pretty much right where I'm standing.
Smell it more here.
Right here?
Smell it right here.
Yep. Told you.
Oh yeah, we smell it.
We smell it, so we're not doubting your sense of smell. We're just trying to figure out if there's anything else it could be. You know what's interesting, and this may be a little crazy, is it doesn't smell like a tobacco cigarette from nowadays. It smells like an older cigarette you would hand roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. It does, you're right.
I just made that up. But do you see how easy people can follow other people's suggestions? Yeah. The power of suggestion is something that happens in this field on every single investigation, and it's so easy to fall into that trap. And I sort of snared Chris a little bit with it, you know?
You don't think a tobacco rolled cigarette would smell any different?
Power of suggestion is so strong.
I believe what people tell me. And as an investigator, maybe I shouldn't always do that.
And here we have Ben and Carl in the main room of the dungeon.
Are you in here with us? Are you upset at anyone that you're stuck down here?
Knowing that I could be let go at any time, I just need to work my hardest, prove that I'm serious about being here, and just find what I can find.
Do you need permission to leave here?
Do you blame anyone for why you're here?
Ben, you just sighed, right?
What?
You just sighed, right?
No.
In and out?
No.
Seriously?
Yes, I seriously did not sigh.
At one point I heard a breath in, like through the nose, and then out. Really clear, really loud next to me.
Did you just do it right there? As an example?
Me?
Yeah.
I heard that
It
time.
was between us. It sounded like you just gave an example.
Yeah, I'm not joking. I actually,
Yeah.
right in the middle.
Is there somebody out there?
Wait, did you hear those footsteps?
Is there somebody walking outside?
I just heard those footsteps. And I could hear them all the way down here.
There's like right outside.
Yeah, that's the first time I've gotten chills.
Is there somebody out there?
Wait, did you hear those footsteps?
Is there somebody walking outside?
I just heard those footsteps. And I could hear them all the way down here.
There's like right outside.
Yeah, that's the first time I've gotten chills.
When me and Carl were checking out the main room in the dungeon, we heard footsteps. We ran outside to see if there was anyone around.
I heard those footsteps clear as day.
What's on the other side of the dungeon that those windows open up to?
I mean, it's just grass up here, so you wouldn't be able to hear anyone.
We looked around outside to make sure that there was no one around, and there wasn't.
Hopefully we got it on audio.
I hope so.
We do have a recorder up here?
Oh, they must have left it.
Ooh.
I wonder if they meant to.
Heather to Stephen Tango.
Go for Stephen Tang.
Did you guys mean to leave a voice recorder in here?
Wouldn't be us. We didn't bring one in there.
Okay, Carl and Ben, did you leave a voice
Voice recorder in here.
Yeah, I don't have a problem if you guys want to leave it in there for the rest of the night. And just get more coverage.
Wait a second, you left it in there.
You gotta be good.
You just left it in there. You didn't collect it, and now you're trying to pass it off as if, hey, don't recognize my mistake.
Yeah, we did get distracted with you guys, so it was kind of half-half.
That's cool. Just now you would say, oh, yeah, I did leave it in there. We don't cover things up or try to, we are always at face value. And if we can't start with little things of trust, how are we ever going to believe anything else? You know what I mean?
You know, we had team members in the past that would lie and sort of hide their mistakes and blame things on other people, and we just don't want that behavior on our team anymore. Everybody has to be at face value 100% of the time, or they just have no place in our team.
Steve, Tyler, and Susan, please.
Copy?
Hey, guys, you're in officers' quarters, right?
Yep, in the downstairs room.
When we were in there, you know, we had captured,
Voice saying, mommy.
and also there's reports of...
People seeing a screaming woman in one of the windows, so keep a close eye out for that, okay?
Thank you.
Are you picking up something right now?
Sort of like they're here, but not quite physically here, like in this room at the moment. Kind of a possibility, maybe deciding whether to come in or not. So either of the spirits, that the little girl or the woman, if either of you would like to come back and talk to us, would please...
Heather, I'm getting a serious feeling right now.
Okay. Can you describe it?
Oh, man, I feel like I'm going...
Spirits, sometimes they don't know other ways of communicating, or if they're overly emotional, the easiest way for them is to just give that emotion to somebody else. I know that you are just, you know, giving us a sign that you're here in the best way you know how at the moment. But I do ask that if you could stop affecting my friend Susan that way. I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, I started getting a sense of intense sadness. I felt like it was escalating so fast, that feeling, to a point where I felt like if I didn't leave, I was going to be paralyzed with agonizing sadness. Hi, guys.
You all right?
Oh, my God.
What's wrong? What's going on?
I was working with Heather inside the officers' quarters downstairs. Freaking hit out of nowhere, just this intense sadness and loneliness. And, I just have to shake it off. I'm just really unnerved right now. This wasn't a part of myself I wanted to expose. You know, I just wanted to come in here and do the science of it and see it, but who am I kidding, knowing how I am?
I really wanted to focus on the scientific aspects of ghost hunting because I already knew how ghost hunters viewed mediums and psychics.
I mean, I don't see them, I feel them, and that's one reason why I'm into the paranormal, and I don't necessarily put that out there.
You get
an
emotions.
empath, yeah.
The emotions.
I was a little shocked by the fact that Susan claims to be an empath. Jan Grant had mentioned honesty, and she should have confided in us sooner. I'm a little disappointed.
I hid this ability from Steve and Tango because I know that as a psychic empath, anything that comes out of my mouth is going to be taken with a grain of salt.
Hey, guys, we're going to wrap this investigation. Let's go lights up, okay?
My first investigation, it was everything and more that I hoped for. I mean, going through to this really historic place and just getting to learn the history and ghost hunt was just incredible.
Has anyone gotten the IR out of the casement yet?
No, I got the IR out of the powder magazine.
There were a few instances where, you know, we had some breakdowns, we had some scare moments, but I think overall, I think we really coheated and did a really good job together.
I've got the spool. We can start taking this wire back.
I was a little bit out of my element with some of the tech stuff. It's not something that's really been part of my background, so having to start from scratch with no real idea of what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I'm putting together was a little bit tricky.
Not having many personal experiences on this investigation, I feel like the analysis is going to be the part that really stands out to me. And to be able to actually bring something of quality to Stephen Tango might give me a bit of an edge, might exceed their expectations of me.
Overall, the group did really well, but there were some issues that came up that make us question some of them. These aren't things that we could take lightly. These are things that could seriously impact how long they may be staying with us. How you guys feeling after that investigation?
It was a good work.
Yeah?
Did you like it?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, now we have to analyze everything. You know, all of the video, all of the audio, the thermal footage, everything needs to be analyzed in real time.
It's a lot of stuff. It's going to be long and grueling. So we're going to test them big time. We're going to see what their skill level is. I mean, you need to really show us that you want to be here and that you want to be the next ghost hunter. I mean, if you're not, and I'm sorry, you're out of here. We want to pick the best person to represent our field.
All right, guys. Well, have at it. And remember, stay focused.
All right.
Excellent. Let's get to it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm excited to get into doing the evidence, really, because I had a lot of personal experiences in the captain's quarters downstairs, and I want to see if I caught anything on camera or audio.
Hey, rewind that real quick.
I want to have you take a listen to this. It's when I was in the casemate.
Okay.
With my background as a medium, I think finding physical evidence is important for validation for me. With Stephen Tango, you know, they're generally a little bit tougher on me, which is fine, but it would definitely help with some validation and some credibility for that.
Okay, it was like right there at like 36.
It is a little bit intimidating going into the analysis. Like, it's something I'm not used to doing yet, so jumping into it, maybe I'm going to miss something. I don't know, but I'm trying to stay confident.
That just gave me a ton of chills. Wow. The one piece of evidence that really blew me away was the whole EVP. It was just incredible. It was incredible to hear that just come up on the recorder.
Oh, dude, there's no mistake in that one.
You're at the end of the analysis. So how